This haul is absolutely massive and I couldn't even fit it all in one bag. It seems like every tax return season, Sephora, Ulta, and every brand on this planet has their blowout, spend out your whole tax return sale. And while I didn't spend my entire tax return, I will be honest that I did a little bit of damage at Sephora as well as Ulta. And this isn't even everything. Things are still coming in, which is kind of wild to me. But before this gets any more out of hand, I wanted to show you what my picks were from the Sephora and Ulta sales. Now, if you do not follow me, make sure you subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, please be sure to like it. And if you have any questions, comments, or you just want to chat, leave me some comments. So the first store we're going to start with is Sephora, because I feel like I did the most damage at Sephora. I don't shop Sephora as much as I used to. I used to be like the top tier VIB Rouge, whatever. I'm like just a regular lowly VIB now, and I made a big purchase. Now, one brand you're going to see a lot of here is Sol de Janeiro. I absolutely love everything Sol de Janeiro. There's nothing from this brand that I didn't like. The number one thing on my list when I was shopping was picking up the Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance spray. I love Sol de Janeiro's fragrances. They are the best. Now, my favorite was always Copacabana, but they recently discontinued this one. They said that they wanted to make room for more scents, and they said that the fragrance 71, which I also picked up an extra bottle of, was similar to it. Just because this is also part of the haul, I'm going to do a quick comparison. So, Brazilian Crush number 39, also known as Copacabana, they could discontinue the lotion, they discontinued the body wash, they discontinued everything of it. So, Copacabana has a very coconutty, sugar cookie kind of smell to it. I always thought that it was very unique I was literally at the launch party, and they had this scent wafting through the entire building, and I have to say it was the most beautiful scent I've ever smelled. It was my favorite scent, like, out of all the fragrances they ever launched. Just that coconut comes through so heavy, that with those hints of like vanilla. I think they also said it has notes of toasted praline. I mean, I get that, but it's the coconut. The coconut comes out in full effect. So when I saw that this was completely discontinued and already off of the Sephora website as well as the Sol de Janeiro website, they suggested pick up the 71. Now, I already have the 71, so I got a double just in case. 71 is described as caramelized vanilla and macadamia, which is a big difference between coconut cream. So if you're smelling both of them, you definitely get more nuttiness with the Brazilian Crush 71. That macadamia nut is very strong, and it's similar, but you lose all of those beautiful coconut notes. You don't like, and the toasted praline, I don't know, just had like a softer, more wearable everyday scent, whereas the caramelized vanilla, I don't know, it's like a little bit more, I want to say bitter. Like, it's a little bit more like burnt. There's a burnt smell to it. Like if you've ever smelled a marshmallow, but it gets a little too crispy, that's what this smells like. I liked the softness more of Copacabana, and it will be greatly missed in my routine. But if you want a similar scent, this just has a little bit more of a smoky scent to it, but it's absolutely not comparable in any way. So if you can still get your hands on it, I highly recommend it, because once it's gone, it's gone. But 71 is still available, but just doesn't hold a candle. So I picked up an extra 71, as well as, like I said, the Rio Radiance. Now, Rio Radiance is, I believe, a limited edition fragrance. And this one is called, it has Solar Tuberose and Lillet de Coco. This is very floral. It's almost like grandma's house, but modern. Like if you're a modern grandma. But it definitely does give, like, this was my first time smelling it. When I purchased it, I didn't smell it until I got it in. I would spray this into the air and walk into it. I definitely wouldn't want it like too concentrated in one area, because it does come off a little bit bathroomy, but clean bathroomy. It smells good though. It's just like, maybe it's not my fragrance, but if you like something that's very floral, almost a little bit like cleaning smell, like it almost has that chemical like cleaning smell, you know what I mean? Like that, almost like a Fabuloso smell, if you've ever smelled that. yeah, it's like I'm smelling it and like I smell almost a hint of chlorine. I know it's kind of weird, but like I smell that. Like I literally, it smells like you've cleaned your bathroom. So I don't know if I want to smell like that, but I didn't smell it until I purchased it. But I did also get the cream, and this is the Rio Radiance cream with the Cheirosa 87 fragrance, which is the Rio Radiance fragrance. And this one has illuminating mica to brighten up your skin. I've not used this yet. So this is how much you get in here. In the cream, it smells a lot better. You still kind of get that chemically smell, but it's not as strong. I feel like if you're gonna go for this fragrance, if you want something a little florally, go for the cream. Plus you get all the skincare benefits, but I think as a spray, it doesn't work for me. Now, I did also pick up, like I said, the Coco Cabana cream because it was being discontinued. I picked up 2 of these. They're like $40 each. This isn't a cheap product. Maybe that's why they're discontinuing it, but worth every penny. This stuff always made my skin hydrated and smooth, and I always smelled like a delicious sugar cookie, which is why this will be so missed. And also I found this, now this was not at Sephora, I found this one at Kohl's. This is the Coco Cabana moisturizing body cream. I only got one because I don't use it that often, but if you're looking for it, they may still have it available at Kohl's if you want to just pick up those last Coco Cabana products before they're gone forever. Now from their traditional line, I picked up a few of the Bum Bum scented products, which I also highly love. And if you've never smelled it, it is the Cheirosa, it's the Brazilian Crushed Cheirosa 62, which is described as pistachio and salted caramel. I would describe this as, see, I need a refresher. Just the most beautiful tropical smell you can imagine. Like suntan lotion without the suntan lotion smell. Anytime I wear this, I've been told, like I've been asked, were you in a tanning bed? Did you go on a vacation? Like, what do you, I always get compliments when I wear this. It's a little floral, but definitely high on that caramel. You smell the nuttiness. I wish it had a little bit more coconut in it, but it's very warm, perfect for summer. And anything that has this scent, I buy it every time. I go through their shampoo and conditioner, which smells like that, because not only does it smell like that and just enhances my whole from head to toe routine smelling like Cheirosa 62, but it also leaves my hair really hydrated. It lessens my breakage. My hair always looks shiny. These are a little bit pricier. They're $25 a bottle. So this is like a $50 hair care routine, right? Just these two alone. I would say always wait for those Sephora sales. Wait for the sales. Wait for that like biannual. I think they do it twice a year. Wait for the sale where you can get that 10, 15, 20% off and then stock up on these because they are worth it for your hair. I only got 2. I should have stocked up more, but 2 was enough for me. Now this is another brand new product that they came out with, and this had a heavy price tag. This was like almost $50 just for oil. This is the Bum Bum body oil that helps to visibly firm, depuff. It has guarana caffeine and microalgae extract. Now I recently went through a whole round of lipocavitation, which basically is where they put a machine on your body and it helps to melt the fat from the inside out. And with that, I did wood therapy. Now you can use oil with that, you can use body cream, but Sol de Janeiro, this is the oil, actually sells their Bum Bum oil, and they sell a wood therapy piece. Now this I was unsure whether I wanted, but I'm so glad I got it. So it's a wooden piece that you would rub like on your stomach this way and this way to help promote lymphatic drainage, help to debloat you, help to break up cellulite, if you believe that one. That's what they say that these things are used for. I saw great results when I was getting my lipocavitation and wood therapy, so I'm excited to try it with some Sol de Janeiro and oil. And I do like that they have both the cap and the pump, depending on how you want to travel with it or store it. I hate when something, especially oil, only has a topper. And it has that delicious Bum Bum smell. And then just in time, I think this was actually right after the sale ended, Sol de Janeiro released 3 limited edition while supplies last fragrances. So we had to pick them up. Now there are 3 fragrances. One is Bikini Season, and it's the orange one. It's got like notes of peach. How is it described? Sunlit orchard, guava nectar. It's peachy, it's fruity, it's delicious. I like that one. And then this one is called When in Rio, and it's described as wild bergamot and vanilla amber. This one is like your everyday scent. That amber is not too strong, the floral is not too strong. It's like a perfect balance of like warm and floral. So it's like, it's a warmer floral rather than like an aloof floral. I feel like Rio Radiance is like an aloof floral. That one smells like a bathroom, whereas this one smells like you're walking through a fresh garden. And then Do Not Disturb, if I remember correctly, this one smelled like the beach. It says mimosa flower and nude musk. Yes, this one, you get that I'm walking through the beach, that sea salt air. Like, I know it doesn't list it on here, but you get a citrus in it. It's very fresh. So there's like floral, fruity, and fresh in the fragrances. So floral, fruity, and fresh. So depending on which one you like more, you have a choice with these. Sol de Janeiro fragrances last all day too. So even though they're a body mist, it says you can use them in the hair and the body, and they last all day. Now, I also wanted to try some stuff from the Sephora brand because they were offering an even bigger discount on anything Sephora branded. So I got the shampoo hair scrub. I've been really into taking better care of my hair. And this, I wonder if this has a scent. I'm gonna get this everywhere. Ooh. So kind of is like a fruity scent. Almost like a bubblegum candy. I think it's going to smell better on the hair, but it has like a candy-ish scent. I don't hate that. And then I also got the Sephora Minoy Shower Oil, and it has 90% of its ingredients from a natural origin. I have not yet smelled this, but I have a feeling it's going to smell kind of tropical. Here's hoping. Ooh. It's a little bathroom, but I think that's because I'm smelling it at full intensity. I think once I'm in the shower, it'll soften. But it's very like floral, tropical floral with a little bit of fruitiness in it. And then lastly, I got the body sugar with 93% ingredients from natural origin, which has AHA fruit extract. It's for the body. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't like the smell of it. It's like minty chocolate, but not in a good way. I think the verdict is still out on this. I think I'll come back with a more formulated opinion once I actually use it, but it's like a fruity chocolate, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of that fragrance. Next up, I got something that I was eyeing for a while, and this is, I got a replacement and something I've been eyeing for a while. So Too Faced, the Plumping Lip Gloss, I love it. The lip injection line is some of my favorite plumping lip glosses. The Too Faced ones really give you a beautiful plump lip. And I got the shades Cotton Candy Kisses and Creamsicle Tickle and Chocolate Plump. So a nude and 2 shades for summer. I'll pop these open and show you. Now I have Cotton Candy Kisses. I love this one because it's like goes with anything. Put it over any gloss. I mean, put it over any liner and it'll just make your lips look more enhanced and glossy. Put it over lipstick. Doesn't matter. And it says like each one has like a scent. I never really picked up on it. I always just took them that they were different colors. Now this one's a little bit more peachy. On my lip shade, my natural lip shade, this is like my perfect, like, I'm not wearing anything color. Whereas Cotton Candy Kisses kind of adds a lightness to my lip. Whereas this just looks like my natural lip. And it plumps up really quickly. It is spicy, so you're going to feel all that warmth and that tingling, but your lips are going to be plump all day. And the last one is the Chocolate Plump. This was the only one that I've never tried before. And it looked like just a beautiful shimmery chocolatey color. I'm going to put this on here. So that'll give you, see, it's got a little shimmer to it. Like a metallic shimmer. This is going to give you that very on-trend lip look. If you're using it like with a darker lip liner, you're going to get that look. These are spicy. Whew. But you get lasting results too. So like it says here, left lips looking revolumized after a week. So if you're using this like every day, your lips are going to continue to look naturally plumped. And I think that with their higher price tag, duh, I would want that. I want something that's going to keep my lips looking plump even when I'm not using it. And I feel you can achieve that with this. Now I also got the Lip Injector Extreme Lip Shape. These are lip plumping liners. I'm scared, but I had to get them. They intrigued me. So we got Hot and Spicy. And I don't want to put these on the hand because I have reactions on the hand, but this is hot and spicy, and they are literally just a, oh, they're a click. Okay, so I can't click this up too high because it's one of those products where if you click it up, then you don't get it down. But you're supposed to be able to like line your lips like a lipstick or a lip liner, and it will give you a plumpened lip line. So this one's like a brownish color, and this one was the hot and spicy. So I think this would look good with the chocolate one, the chocolate plump. I also got, I got in Big Truffle and also espresso shot. So I got mainly like very wearable, go with everything, because again, these have a big price tag. I think they were like $25 each or something like that. So you can see already the lips are like super plump. That lip injection stuff from Too Faced is fantastic. So I am now going to be looking at a lot of fragrance here. There's some up there too. Fragrance is something that I used to wear every day, all the time, loved my fragrances, and I'm getting back into it now, so I wanted to make some new purchases. Some of my fragrances have unfortunately spoiled, because that does happen if you don't wear your fragrances, or if you store them incorrectly, or if they just get old. I feel like fragrance is something deeply personal, so there might be some fragrances here that I'm just like, oh, I love it, and you might not agree with it, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section on why or why not something worked for you. So first of all, we're going to talk about Armani. So recently Armani released their new My Way perfume. This is it's a refillable spray. I love that it's better for the environment because you can refill it, and I believe there's less glass used in this one too. Thankfully, I'm subscribed to the mailing list of Giorgio Armani, which is my tip number one for you guys. If you want to save money whenever you're shopping for beauty, fragrance, skincare, sign up. Those emails may get really annoying, but every now and then you get a deal that's so good, you cannot pass it up. And usually it's around certain holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You know, everybody's always looking for Christmas and Valentine's Day. No, look beyond that. Look for the not the little holidays, but the smaller holidays throughout the year. Those usually have the biggest deals. So Armani Beauty literally had a buy one, get one sale, which I thought I wasn't reading that correctly, but I was. So I purchased the My Way perfume, which this bottle is beautiful. I purchased the size, I think this is 30 milliliters, but it's an intense fragrance. And I got a full-size Acqua di Gio perfume in 50 milliliters, and you get to choose the fragrance that you get for free. And I've been eyeing this one forever, and I thought it would be the perfect fragrance for summer. So let's talk about My Way. First of all, the packaging is really pretty. I love the pink and the blue. And the fragrance itself, you get a flower bomb immediately. Very, very floral, very bouquet, very spring. You do get a warmth and a spiciness at the end. This is one of those perfumes that you spray in the air and you walk into. Or if you're going to wear it more intensely, say you're wearing it for a date night, listen up and listen good. Apply it to your ankles. I'll give you more tips in another video on how to wear your fragrances, but apply it to your ankles, because when you walk through a room, it's going to waft up and people are going to be like, who's wearing that? And when people hug you, they don't get a face full of scent. So just and also good for sexy time. But this is one of those fragrances that I would want to waft up all day long rather than smelling it intensely right here. It's beautiful florals, a little bit of spicy, a little bit of woody, a little bit of, like, there's an herbaceous scent to it too. That's what I'm picking up. Then Acqua di Gio, this is a light fragrance. It's so fresh. Fresh air, clean sheets, oranges, like at the beach, but it's not too aquatic. It's a green scent, if that makes sense to me. This is like your everyday, spray it everywhere kind of scent. Go crazy with it. Your everyday fragrance. Then recently, Valentino also had a little pop-up event. They had their little bus in Soho, and I got to finally smell the Valentino Born in Roma Intense. And I have to say, I fell in love with it immediately. I went home and I purchased it. Now, this is an intense fragrance. I believe they have one that isn't intense, but this one is a little bit more intense. The packaging is very like high fashion, pointy, but I feel like I get a good grip on it. So there's some functionality in that too. The Valentino label in the front, the spiky little collar. This is gorgeous. I just sprayed that in my eye. So this one, you get lots of juicy notes. Juicy, like fresh apple, fresh pear, like cutting into a bowl of fruit with a hint of floral. And again, there's a little bit of a spice there. And if they make a male fragrance for this too, which is a little bit spicier. And I feel like when you wear this with somebody that's wearing that, they just, together they are a power fragrance. So I picked up the Fenty cream blush. I actually wanted the purple blush, but I found out they discontinued that. So I got the Fuego Flush, which is an orange blush. This is not for the faint of heart, but it does wear really nice if you have medium skin tone, if you have light medium skin tone. I think if you're too light, it might be too much, but very beautiful on the skin. So I'm going to show you real quick because I'm not wearing anything. So if you tap your fingers in, you're going to get almost like just a glow. It's so subtle. You're going to get almost just a glow, but if you swipe your fingers in and you pick up all that color, you get like a beautiful, almost like sun-kissed flush. See, you get all that sun-kissed flush. Like you're blushing, like you made me blush kind of look. I thought it was pretty flattering considering it's such a bright orange blush. I think on darker skin tones it would look even better, but the cream blushes from Fenty, I really liked the formula of them. Now, I also picked up some Dior Beauty. I had my eye on this blush forever. I wanted to get the orange blush in this, but it's constantly sold out. So I picked up this blush. It's untouched. I have not used it yet. And this is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow in 100 Pink. I've seen this everywhere on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm excited to dig in, but not today. But I'm very excited. I also, this was like a purchase I wasn't even expecting to buy, but you ever go in the store and you start swatching stuff? That was me. The Dior Addict Lip Magnifier, Maximizer, I'm sorry, because I do love a good plumping lip gloss. And I loved the subtle sparkle in here, and I didn't own any Dior gloss, so I was like, why not? And it's got that pretty chocolatey shade to it too, which I've been really into lately. Oh, then I got a very classic product, the Clinique Black Honey. I used to use this all the time in the early 2000s, and they had a deal at Ulta Beauty for 2 for $34. Usually they're like $24 each, so I couldn't pass up on a good bargain. Now, if you're unfamiliar about Black Honey, I want to make sure I'm opening up the one I've already used. It looks intimidating, but it's not, I promise. So, first of all, the packaging is a little dated. It's got that silver packaging, which we saw a lot of in the 90s, in the early 2000s, but this product itself has been around since like the 70s. Now, when you first look at it, it's a really dark shade, and you might be like, oh my god, how's that going to work on me? It's extremely flattering, and it builds up, so you can control how you want it to look on you. I think they describe it as an almost lipstick. I think that's what they described it as, and this is the Black Honey shade. So it looks really nice, and it helps to enhance your natural lip shade while also giving you a moisturizing feel. So it says almost lipstick. Yeah, so it's not really like a lipstick, but it's going to give you a lipstick look. It's allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. While I was in the Clinique section, and I told you guys I did want a purple blush, I picked up another classic, and this one is Pansy Pop. This is in a purple shade. It's another soft blush, another pastel blush. So we've got pink, we've got purple, we've got orange. I'm very into these light colors. I'm going to be doing a whole video on that too. So if you want to see like that candy cane blush, not candy cane, Candyland style blush, I'm going to show you how to do that. But do we consider Juvia's Place high-end, or do we consider it on par with like Fenty and Too Faced? I picked up the Candy Shop from Juvia's Place. I was obsessed. A few years ago, I got the Juvia's Garden, and I carried that, or Garden Juvia. I carried that palette around with me in my bag everywhere. That was my go-to palette. I wore it every day. Anytime I had an event to go to that I wasn't like filming my look for, that was my shadow palette. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, we need this one, because all the shades are just absolutely stunning. We've got these pops of pink, blues, orange, neutrals. I feel like no matter what you're going for this spring or summer, this palette has you covered. And then while I was over there looking at that, I also picked up 2 of their additional products. They had the Marigold Liquid Blush, which is another orange blush, and I'm going to show it to you on this side because it does apply a little bit different than the Fenty. It packs a little bit more of a punch. So on my lighter skin tone, that little dot might be a little too much. Yeah, it's a little too much. So this one, you want to like put the tiniest dot, way too much, because this stuff packs a wallop. It packs a wallop, all right? Maybe don't even apply it directly to the skin. Apply it to a brush. But once you soften out, the shade is just very pigmented. But if you're applying it over foundation and you're using a lot less, this has a beautiful, beautiful orange, sun-kissed glow, which is a lot more intense than the Fenty. Okay, a lot more intense. Use a tiny, tiny amount. Unless you have darker skin tone and you can pull this off, use the tiniest amount because you can get that beautiful flush. But you don't want whatever I got going on right now. I look like I'm sick. And then I also picked up a lip gloss, and this one is in Coco Mellow, and it's part of the Candy Shop collection, and it's like a brown gloss, which I thought was pretty flattering. I took that off because I have 3 other lip products to show you. The holy grail of lip gloss right now in the drugstore is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I am telling you, this is the best gloss you will ever try. It is so hydrating. It is so affordable. It is just, it's perfect. So I got the shades Gold, and it's got a beautiful big tip applicator. Look at that, all that summer illumination, and it wears so nicely on the lips. It is so hydrating. So this brings me to tip number 2 on how to save on brands. Now, Ulta constantly has their $3.50 off sale where you get $3.50 off of any purchase you make. So go in one day, I think it's off 15. So buy this, something else, get your $3.50 off. Go in, buy this, get your $3.50 off. You can do it with shipping too, but you can do it online too, but you have to pay for shipping. But it allows you, if you want to try just 1 or 2, to save. And I think you can bring that $3.50 into store too. So this brings this down to like, I think it's $10 or something. I don't remember the exact price. I'll try to get it on the screen here, but it definitely makes this a lot more affordable. So use those $3.50 off coupons, or you can look for manufacturers coupons, sign up for Maybelline's emails. Maybelline is constantly discounting, and so is Ulta. So be sure to check for those drugstore deals and discounts to save on your everyday staples and always stock up. So the next shade we're gonna do is Stone, and this doesn't have any shimmer to it. This is like the perfect everyday goes with everything gloss. So it's so lightweight. It's almost as like you're not wearing anything. Like it feels like you're wearing like a clear gloss with nothing in it. It is so lightweight. Doesn't settle into fine lines, doesn't migrate, and just I feel like would look universally flattering. And then the last one I got is the shade Sun. They have a lot more shades than this, but these were the ones I chose. And this is a sheer shade with those reflections of champagne. It's not as metallic as the first one, but still really flattering. I think I'm gonna leave this one on. Now, I ordered 2 blushes, but I only got 1 in. This is the new L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear blush. They've got 2 pink, they got a pink one and a coral one, this one and a brown one. Now I skipped on the bright pink one because I have my Dior, but I think that might be a dupe and I might have to pick it up and we'll do a swatchy. But the coral one, I picked it up, but for some reason it shipped separately and is now out of stock. So I picked up this shade, which is a little intimidating. I haven't swatched it yet. Let's give it a go. It's like velvet. It is so smooth. So it is a purple blush, but it looks like it can be nicely sheared out. So you can either like put it full intensity, I think that was over gloss, or shear it out a little bit. We're definitely gonna try this when I'm not wearing all this blush on my face to see how this wears on lighter skin tones and if we can pull off a darker blush. And this one is in the shade Legendary Berry, but I think this would be great also on darker skin tones. I forgot from my high-end part that I picked up another Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. I used to be obsessed with this foundation when I first started on Instagram and YouTube, and I was like, you know what, I want to go back to my roots a little bit and pick up things that I loved and I enjoyed rather than what's necessarily trending. And I feel like this is one of those timeless foundations that'll always give you an airbrush look while still being lightweight and making you look dewy and beautiful and flawless. It is worth every penny. Every penny. Now, the last tip I have for you on how to save money on beauty, on fragrance, on everything. Costco. I discovered recently that Costco, the place that sells giant mayonnaise containers and TVs and jewelry and electronics, also has luxury fragrance. And I feel very cheated that nobody told me about this. So I'm gonna do a whole video on this too, like really diving deep into this. But basically, you can get Tom Ford, you can get Baccarat, you can get Replica, you can get Creed Aventus for her at Costco for like $200, $100 off. It's kind of crazy. So I picked up 2 fragrances. I picked up Baccarat. This is Rouge 540. This was like the it scent a few years ago. It was a little bit too rich for my blood. But then once I saw it was available on Costco, and you can, if you have Affirm, you can use the Affirm, make a virtual card for Costco, and you can get this on like pay after, which for $250 plus pay after, what a steal. But the biggest deal that I got was when I ordered Replica. Every time I'm in Sephora, I always smell this scent. It's always like $160. I got this for $80 at Costco. I'm gonna tell you how. So go on your Costco.com if you have a membership. Type in fragrances that you may love. They may have it, they may not. They happen to have Replica, and this one is Lazy Sunday Morning. They also had a deal for beauty where if you buy any 3 beauty items, you get an additional like $30 off, or 20, I think it was like $30 or $20 off. So I purchased Replica, and I thought to myself, what other beauty products do I need? So I picked these two together with $30, and this is the Bioderma Ultra Nourishing Anti-Irritation Cleansing Oil. Cleanses, restores lipids, soothes skin, never for dry and very dry, irritated, sensitive skin. That's me. So 2 of these together, $30. So that was one item. And then I'm always going through razors like crazy. So I picked up this Chic. I think there's like 13 of them in there. It's like a really big number. So I picked up 2 things I needed and got an additional $30 off of Replica. So if you order it using just the thing, just the whatever, you're saving about 40%. And then if you pile on a discount, you're saving even more. So for all 3 items, I paid just about the same price for just 1 bottle at Sephora. What a deal. So when you are looking for a fragrance or even a beauty item, they also had Luminous Silk on there. Go to Costco first. Go online, search what you're looking for if you're a member, and they ship it to your house. Shipping takes 2 days. It's a great way to get all of your shopping. This is a fantastic deal. And then lastly, I picked up a whole bunch of stuff from Tree Hut, but they're already in my bathroom, and it wasn't part of this haul. So, but one thing I loved was the strawberry sugar scrub. So while I was in Ulta, I picked up the Tree Hut Strawberry Foaming Gel Wash. This is a hydrating oil complex, and it smells like fresh strawberries, which I want to smell like strawberries. I want to smell nice and fruity for the summer season. So this is what I picked up. This was my massive haul. As you can see, this was quite a lot, and there was a lot of beauty here, not a fragrance. I think in total there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fragrances that were high end, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fragrances that were affordable from Sephora. Where do you fall? Do you like a higher end fragrance, or do you like a body mist? Let me know. But this finishes the haul. I hope you enjoyed my little haul, and of course I'll be sharing all of these very, very soon. If you aren't already, head over to Instagram and give me a follow at Recycled Stardust for beauty launches, tutorials, demonstrations, my daily stories, or head over to Fabulously Stardust for fashion and other plus size apple body shape inspiration. I'll be sharing it there. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hope you're all having a wonderful day, and sending you all lots and lots of love.